This is the Formula One car of four-time world champion Max Verstappen, a machine built from millions of dollars in engineering precision, and right next to it is a simulator rig that anyone can build for a fraction of the cost. Yet somehow both are a part of the same story, because behind every lap, every corner, every split-second decision lies the same principle, the connection between machine and mind. This is where engineering, gaming, and neuroscience merge to prove that the future of racing isn't just on the track, it's also in the simulator. Motorsport is a world of precision, speed, and control, a space where human reflexes meet the limits of technology. But what if that same feeling, the tension, the focus, and the rush could exist without the car? Sim racing doesn't just copy reality, it remakes it. It combines advanced physics, immersive design, and the science of the human brain to make something that feels real. This is Formula One, the engineering and neuroscience behind sim racing. For Formula One teams, simulators aren't just toys, they're laboratories. Every corner, every vibration, and every mistake is captured and analysed before a car ever reaches the track. It's where data becomes instinct, and instinct becomes speed.
Let's run it again.
How long's he been in there?
All day, playing with different tyre pressures, ride heights.
What were his times?
He found half a second.
Give me the same setup as him.
What you just saw may be from a movie, but it's a prime example of the way F1 teams use simulators to train, saving themselves hundreds of thousands of dollars by not needing to rent out an F1 track. Modern F1 simulators replicate the physics, feedback, and even pressure of real racing, and the same principles that power those systems now exist in our gaming machines. Sim racing doesn't just copy the real world, it rebuilds it from the ground up, paying close attention to the fundamentals and complexities of physics. Every vibration in the wheel, every jolt in the pedal, every rumble under the seat, all generated through precise feedback loops. Think of it like a conversation between you and the car. You turn the wheel and the simulator instantly responds, calculating how much grip the tires have, how the suspension moves, and how the surface feels. Then it talks back through the wheel, the pedals, and the seat. You react, it responds, and the cycle continues, a constant feedback loop that makes the car feel alive. Games like iRacing and Assetto Corsa are laser scanned to within millimeters. These simulate real-world conditions down to the smallest curb detail. That wheel in front of you isn't just turning, it's also communicating. But the illusion doesn't just come from the hardware. It's also in the graphics. As we see here, the lighting, the shaders, and the imagery have gotten so photorealistic that at times it can be hard to differentiate between what's reality and what's simulation. Modern simulators recreate light, motion, and depth with such accuracy that your brain begins to treat what it sees as real. When your eyes detect realistic motion blur, reflections, and depth of field, your visual cortex and motor cortex will sync up, making what you see match what your body expects, so that when that braking marker flashes right when your instincts expect it to, your focus snaps right into place. It's not just about pixel-perfect visuals, but instead the combination of perceptions, meaning that as sight and motion combine, your brain stops second-guessing and you just drive. As we dive deeper into the neuroscience, it becomes clear that your brain doesn't experience reality directly. Instead, it builds one from the signals it receives. When sound, sight, and touch all align, the illusion becomes truth. That process is called multi-sensory integration, the same mechanism professional drivers use to feel the car without thinking. And when you add VR, it becomes even more convincing. Your eyes, balance, and reflexes all sync through a process called predictive coding, where your brain constantly guesses what will happen next and adjusts to it in real time. When every cue connects, the line between simulation and reality will begin to fade. But realism isn't just about immersion, it's also about learning. Every lap strengthens muscle memory. Your brain and body start to automate braking, throttle, and steering corrections. Those reactions become instinctive. The motor cortex and cerebellum, the key parts of your brain involved in coordinating movement, reinforce those neural pathways with each repetition. It's the same training process that professional drivers use in real life. So when sim racers step into real cars, those reactions are already hardwired. Our mirror neurons are fundamental to the value that video games and simulators play in the world of motorsports. These are brain cells that activate not only when you drive, but also when you watch someone else drive. When you study onboard footage or chase a ghost lap, your brain will light up as if you're behind the wheel. You're practicing subconsciously and rehearsing every move before it happens. Now we delve into some real-life examples of the crossover between video games and motorsports. Jimmy Broadbent and Super GT, these are two creators each with over 1 million followers, who began behind a wheel and proved that skill can cross over from the digital world to the physical. Broadbent went from the shed of dreams to full-blown endurance racing, and he was seriously fast from day one, while Super GT's success in Gran Turismo became his golden ticket into real-world racing, where he now competes in series like the British GT Cup. Now his online presence didn't just get him noticed. It gave him the sponsors, the community, and the data-driven experience needed to thrive on a real track. He's not just a YouTuber who races, he's a racer who started with a controller. And even at the highest level, Formula One drivers rely on the same methods. During the 2020 pandemic, Lando Norris, Charles Leclerc, George Russell, and Alex Albon all fired up their home sim rigs and loaded into the official Formula One game, the very one that you see in the background right now. They raced online with fans and each other, and even after returning to the real circuits, their sharpness and instincts remained.
You need a massive last corner. Oh no!
That's a mistake from Leclerc and I'm pitching.
Oh, don't push it! Oh my god! How am I? You just turn in and you just expect everyone to move. Yes! Oh, it's a fast win for the camera! Yes! You do!
However, it would be a disservice to the industry to ignore Max Verstappen, 4-time champion of the world, who still spends hours sim racing with Team Redline, one of the most respected professional e-racing teams in the world. For him, it's not just entertainment, it's training. It's a digital testing ground that keeps his reactions razor sharp and his racecraft fluid between Grand Prix. Now, Team Redline isn't just an esports team, it's become a talent incubator. The group has launched real-world racing careers for drivers like Chris Lollam, proving that precision learnt in the simulator can translate directly to a real engine. For Verstappen and other professionals, Team Redline functions as a kind of virtual paddock, a lab for perfecting consistency, awareness, and adaptability without burning fuel, tires, or all of that money. Now, despite all of this, sim racing isn't replacing motorsport, it's expanding it. It's the meeting point of physics, design, and human cognition to create a digital mirror that reflects not just the sport, but the skill behind it, all within what most of us would call a video game.